New tonight, a bill that would make it a felony for minors to attend drag performances advanced out of subcommittee this afternoon.
But that legislation is being met with a lot of backlash from several communities. KCCI's Ophelia Jacobson joins us now live in the studio. Ophelia, a lot of people were there today.
Yeah, Ben and Stacy, there was not enough space for everyone in the room, so dozens of people had to listen in from the hallway outside. The subcommittee chairwoman also had to limit speakers to 90 seconds each so more people could talk, both in favor and against the bill.
It was a packed house.
Keep your comments very precise and to the point.
At a House subcommittee hearing Tuesday, the bill in question,
HSB 158.
It would ban anyone under the age of 18 from attending a drag show and lays out penalties for violations.
I am a 17-year-old drag queen who is here testifying against the bill.
And I'm representing Iowans for Freedom. We strongly support HSB 158.
People speaking in favor of the bill believe it would protect children.
I guess if you want to be a drag queen, you want to do that show, more power to you. Free speech, have at it. Leave the kids alone.
People opposed, including performers themselves, say they know where to draw the line when kids are in the audience.
When I perform at an all-ages show, I put a lot of effort into making sure my costume choices and song choices are appropriate for children.
Tensions were high at the hearing.
If you hate trans people, just say it.
I do not hate trans people.
And out in the hallway,
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Those who didn't get a spot inside made their voices heard.
It's not about stifling freedom of expression. It's about keeping adult content where it belongs, with adults.
Some expressed concern with the language of the bill, saying it's too broad.
Shakespeare's Twelfth Night similarly has a protagonist who is a woman who dresses as a man. We would make those things not possible to perform.
Republican Representative Helena Hayes acknowledged the broad language.
There's some things that need to be tightened up in this bill.
And promised changes to the bill.
It will not ban minors from art performances that are not obscene, okay? We will work on the language.
And the bill now heads to a full committee hearing. A date for that has not been set. It's important to note that Republicans have tried to pass similar pieces of legislation in years past, but have failed. Ben?
Okay, a lot of eyes on this again this year. Ophelia, thank you.